how to make a video that attracts tax planning clients. So this is something that I had tried to start a YouTube channel a number of times, and it wasn't until I learned these skill sets that I was able to actually go and build up a pretty good channel. So my main YouTube channel has about 3,500 subscribers. So far in the past, every year we get about 50,000 views, and it makes about $100,000 to $200,000 per year in terms of the income every single year. So it's been very, very like exciting that this worked out the way that it did. Now, the last time I made my YouTube channel, the one that actually was successful, I was super nervous because I just failed so many times, and like I didn't think it could actually help me grow my different businesses. So I'd love to talk to you today and kind of walk it through. Now, if you notice, I said the word video. I did not say like a YouTube video. It doesn't really matter whether YouTube is just a platform, right? But the video itself can be put up on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Doesn't really matter, right? So I want to give you the underlying skill sets of how to make a video so you can use it wherever you want in your business. Now, also, if you want some help growing your business, like maybe you've been thinking about starting, or maybe you've been trying to start, just isn't quite going the way that you wanted to, and you're just not quite getting the tax planning clients that you want, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program. Okay, so let's jump into this thing. So number one, call to actions. Okay, so this is going to be the difference between you making, $100,000, $200,000 per year, or you're making like $0 per year. Now, a lot of times what happens, like especially if we're making like these videos, you are not in the business of becoming like a YouTuber. Like a YouTuber is someone that wants to make money off like the AdSense. So YouTube is going to pay them every time an advertisement runs on their channel. We don't want that, right? The reason why is because we have a really, really, really high-powered, high-leverage service, right? So the only thing we care about is I want one view to have the highest likelihood of ending up working with me in one of my services. So, like if you even noticed just then, I told the call to action, like if you want to help, book a call with me, right? That's a call to action, right? Because I don't necessarily care if I get 1 million views, right? All I really care about is, are people willing to take the next step with me? That's all. The only reason I use YouTube for. So don't get it like mixed up. I'm not trying to like be a famous YouTuber. I'm literally just trying to like, how do I use the platform as efficiently and as effectively as possible to go and get someone to want to work with me, and then give them simple call to actions in order to get them to want to go. Now, in order to do this, I like having 2 call to actions. One somewhere in the beginning, like really, ideally, you want it within like the first 30 seconds, because that's when like the first 30 seconds you're gonna have like a highest percentage of people. Usually, it's like a kind of like a slope, a negative slope. So let's say that this is like the axis. This is like the beginning of the video. This is the end of the video. Usually, your curve will go like this. So maybe it'd be like 75, 30, 40, 10. You'll end the video with like 10% of your viewers. So in that beginning section, before you have this massive drop-off, that's where you make your call to action so that you get the highest percentage of people to see your first call to action, right? So whether they like watch the whole video or they watch 10 seconds of the video, doesn't matter. You still have a chance to get them to want to work with you. And the reason why it's also cool is because if they start watching 5, 10, 15 videos, they hear the same call to action every single time. And each time they hear it, it like comes in their brain, and like when they're ready to work with you, they just click and they move forward. So I don't even need everyone to watch the full video. I just need them to know what I do. I also put one at the end that's a little bit longer, and like you can put one at the end that's a little bit longer and just more detailed. You can also add some elements of like scarcity and urgency. Now, when I say scarcity and urgency, so scarcity could be something like it's like limited in terms of capacity. So let's say you only want to do 5 new tax plans per month. Say that. Like tell people that. If it's true, tell it. Like for me, for example, in our mentorship program, we only work with 10 new people every single month. So it's like people like, it's like, wait, you only work with 10? It's like, why? It's, well, I only wanted to work with that so I can like maintain my accounting business, I can maintain our mentorship program, and I can make sure that I actually give people a really good result. I've just found that when I have like 1 million different people that I'm working with, that it's hard to kind of maintain that result level, because I just can't put as much attention on every single one of them. So I capped it off at 10. Right, so people respect that. Like people will buy from like, oh wow, it's really small, it's intimate. You're really gonna give me like some help, and like that's a real thing, right? So that's scarcity. Urgency is like time based. So let's say there's like some sort of like tax deadline. There's a deadline to go in and do something within the year with like a tax plan, right? That is very helpful as well, but it's good if you have a good sized audience already, because then people will see it in time and like go and do the action, versus if they see it after the time, the urgency kind of falls a little bit flat. So that's better if it's like written content. It's not quite as good at YouTube, so I like using scarcity more than urgency when I'm making my call to actions, especially at the end. Cool. Point number 2 is going to be about making 3 to 5 points. So if you notice, I said point 1 and point 2. So I generally do my videos in terms of 3 points, right? So, or 3 different like mini topics within it. So inside of this, like, let's say you have like a topic like how to do like a 179 deduction. Okay, so it's like, okay, so first, this is what I've kind of learned. This is why I think people should use it. Here's the first thing you need to know when it comes to this. Here's the second thing you need to know when it comes to this. Here's the third thing you need to know when it comes to this. And then just really having each one of those points really ironed out. But you want to do it in a way that's very simple for the average person to understand, right? Even if your clients are very sophisticated, oftentimes you want to keep things simple because it allows people to consume the least amount of calories to watch a video. What do I mean by that? You do not want people to be sitting there trying to force themselves to watch a video. You want to feel very normal, very natural, very conversational, and ideally you would talk at a 3rd to 5th grade reading level, right? The simpler you can make these concepts sound, the more people like it and the more people want to learn. Because remember, people don't want to actually do this stuff themselves, right? So they know that, especially at the higher levels, they know they need a professional. They know they can hire a professional, right? That's why we're making these videos. All our videos are doing is just showing people that we do actually know what we're talking about and giving them different food for thought to kind of make them feel good, like, oh, there is a way that I can do some of these different things. That's all I'm making the video for. I'm not trying to make myself seem smart. I'm not trying to make myself, be more credible just by talking more and more and like at a higher level. I want to say more words at a lower level that people can understand, that increases the time that they spend with me watching my videos in a relaxed state. That's all I want to do. I just want their state to be as relaxed as possible. If their state can be relaxed, they're going to stay and they're going to want to watch more and more. And then it becomes like addicting that they want to like watch more and more of your videos. And then when they do book a call with you, they like want to work with you no matter what you say. You can be like the worst salesperson ever, and that's you can be the worst salesperson ever, and people still want to work with you. Like my calls from YouTube, they literally last like 18 to 20 minutes max. Like I don't have to objection handle people. It's really quite simple. And that's why I'm telling you to make these different videos, because it will make your sales and your marketing that much simpler, right? It's like literally all you have to do to go and make anywhere between like 50 to, we'll say, like 150, 200K a year off of YouTube is just literally have simple videos, put up like maybe one to 3 videos a week. And like, I know that might sound like a lot. I know it is a lot. But there's different things we can do to kind of make it simpler. I would have like one teaching video, kind of like this is a teaching video per week. I would have one client interview per week. I would also have one weekly training that breaks down a past tax plan that you made for someone else. If you don't have clients, you can't do the testimonial, that's okay. You don't have to do that, okay? So just try and make it as simple as you can. So one video could be this is called a talking head educational video, where it's basically my talking head is talking to you educationally, right? So that's one video. Second video you can make is a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so if you don't want to put your face on camera, you don't have to. Just make the PowerPoint, have a picture of yourself in the corner, or a picture of your logo in the corner, whatever the case may be. You don't have to put your face on camera, but have a PowerPoint. The third thing is every single week, I would highly encourage you to talk about a past tax plan you made, or even a hypothetical tax plan that you would make for someone, and just basically walk through what are like the key elements of it. Those 3 videos right there, that will make you 6 figures a year. If you can do it right, and if you get the right traffic to your page. Like, we can talk about how to get the right traffic and how to even make the right videos to go to like your YouTube channel or to go to your LinkedIn or your Facebook. But if you have those 3 content assets, I cannot express this or stress this enough. This is all you need. Like, you don't need to have like a fancy production. You don't need to have a fancy camera. I used a little Logitech webcam for the first year that I was in business. Like, you don't need to make things like super fancy. It's just make it clean, make it precise, have your right point, and then make it good. Okay? Next thing for step number 3 is you want to have 3 people you've helped. So this is one of the things, like with one of my students, Alan, he was making his for YouTube channel. he had good content, but he didn't have a way to kind of share about the people he helped, and he didn't have like a really good story to kind of walk people through what it would be like to work with him. Now, when you can talk about different past clients, or even let's say you don't have clients yet, like you could remove this, or just talk about like maybe you did a tax plan for like a friend or a family or whatever, right? It doesn't have to be a paid client. It can just be someone that you've done some work with. If you can use that to illustrate the points that you have, it makes things so much easier. So like when my student Alan got like figured this thing out, like he grew his business so much faster, and it was just because like you have to have social proof. Like you need to have people see that other people are working with you and paying whatever price you ask. Because this does a couple different things. Number one, people listen to you. Number two, you get results. Number three, you've had people that have paid you. Number four, since people have paid you, they're going to assume that they've all paid you at the same price point that you're asking right now. So if you maybe even if you did like those three plans for free for like a friend or family, when number four gets on the phone after watching your videos, they're like, okay, so he's helped 3 other people. Okay, oh, and they've all paid $5,000. That means it's normal. Okay, cool, let's go. And it's just like you're using that social proof to kind of leverage the ability to go and get people to work with you. Now, if you've never worked with people, like I would probably, you don't have to do this aspect. Like I wouldn't lie about people that you've like worked with, because like it's just not great. But I would see if you can go do like some volunteer work, or maybe go look and like do like an audit or something like that, right? And just make it very, very simple about like someone you can help. Ideally, you would help. You could even like work with another CPA and basically on a tax plan, like maybe just assist them or just like help them out, and then you can utilize the client that they actually let you work on them with as one of your testimonials. You don't need to tell them like it wasn't fully your client, but it's just someone that you've worked with in the past, right? And if you can do that 3 times every single video, so it goes. You make your video, you say your topic, you have your call to action in the beginning. Point number 1, person you helped. Point number 2, person you helped. Point number 3, person you helped. And then you make the call to action at the end of the video, and it makes it very simple. Now, let's say that you want to like do this YouTube channel, but you're just not sure if the videos you're making are effective, or maybe you've been making videos and they just haven't been getting clients. Either way, if you want some help learning how to grow your business, either using YouTube or just other stuff you've seen on this channel, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program, okay? I want to see if I can help you. Like, all this stuff can be very life-changing if we just get a few things right. If we can get your pricing right, if we can get your marketing locked down so you can be consistent, then we just give you a very simple way to sell and communicate the value of your services. Getting to 5, 10, 15, 20 grand per month is not that hard, because it only takes 4 tax plans of $5,000 to get to 20 grand per month. So it doesn't have to be that far away. It's just we have to do the right things in order to do it consistently and make sure that you have the freedom that you're looking for, okay? So that's what you want. Go ahead and click the link inside the description. Remember, I do only work with 10 people per month because we are very, very, very intertwined, and I'm really focused on your results. So if you want to be one of the 10 people this month, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself. I'd love to see if I can help you. Take it easy. Talk to you soon.